Before opening day at Yankee Stadium, the Cardinals were chosen by many NFL experts as the team that could go all the way in the East. But injuries to key personnel, such as halfback John David Crow, offensive tackle Ken Panfil, and newly acquired Canadian ace Sam Etcheverry, dimmed the bright Redbird picture before the curtain was lifted. Trainer Jack Rockwell has Etcheverry ready to go, and the Redbird rifle will be on the firing line against the Giants, despite a sore shoulder that may affect that long aerial bomb. The spirited but crippled Cardinals hold off the Giants in the first quarter, and Etcheverry has the Big Red rolling in the second period. It's the halfback pass play with Prentice Gott completing the toss to Hugh McGinnis for 22 yards. Cardinal quarterback Etcheverry fakes a handoff and finds Hugh McGinnis in the clear. The big end is a workhorse on offense as he brings the ball to rest deep in Giant territory. With Prentice Gott running the halfback pass pattern like a healthy crow, the Cardinals surprise New York with what appears to be a touchdown play, but the referee detects offensive interference, and instead of a score, it's a 15-yard penalty against St. Louis. The cards are stacked momentarily, but so is Charlie Connolly as the Redbirds swarm all over the ancient Giant. With his back to the wall, Connolly hands off to rookie Bob Gators. Don Owens, number 7, he doesn't let this Gator get away, but the ball does. Alert Willie West pounces on the fumbled pigskin in the end zone for a Cardinal touchdown. Trailing 7-0 midway through the second quarter, Connolly goes to the air for the Giants. Del Schaffner makes the grab before Jimmy Hill can escort him to the turf. But the Cardinals tighten up their defense, and Pat Summerall is called on to kick a 44-yard field goal. It's a beauty, and the 58,000 Giant fans feel hopeful with their heroes only 4 points down at intermission. The Cards and Giants exchange touchdowns, and it's 14-10 St. Louis as Cardinal defensive halfback Jerry Norton picks off a Connolly pass. Prentice Gott is trying to fill the shoes of the injured John Crow, and the Redbird halfback is making his presence felt against those Ali Sherman tanks. It looks as if Sam Etcheverry's in real trouble, but the Card quarterback has an ace up his sleeve on this play. The screen pass to Frank Mesnick means curtains for the Giants, as a fighting team of wounded Cardinals hangs on to beat the eventual Eastern champions 21-10 in a great opening day battle. With an opening day win tucked neatly under their wings, the Cardinals travel to Cleveland to try to spring their second surprise of the season against the always tough Cleveland Browns at Municipal Stadium. Milt Plum has Cleveland moving in the first period, but a pass to Jim Brown is jolted loose by Jimmy Hill, and Dale Minot is the Cardinal who picks off the pigskin and takes off down the sideline for a 40-yard thrust to the Cleveland 22. Former Brown Prentice Gott flies high for the Cardinals as he slices off left guard and charges to the Cleveland 6, where it's goal to go St. Louis. Sam Etcheverry fakes to Gott, then hits Sonny Randall, and the Cards have an early 7-0 advantage. In the second period, with the Big Red forward wall doing the job up front, Sam Etcheverry pitches a quickie to Bobby Joe Conrad. Bobby Joe is on the go for 15 yards to the Cleveland 10. Etcheverry, displaying the field leadership that made him the talk of Canada, wings a touchdown pass to Sonny Randall, and the Cardinals are in command 14-0. The power-pack Browns are down, but by no means out. Milt Plum passes to Jim Brown on the Cardinal 21 with the game still in the second period. Jimmy Brown is met at the line by linebacker Bill Coleman, but Plum has passing ideas on this play as he throws to Tom Watkins, who scampers in to score the first Brown touchdown. When Lou Groza adds 3 more points on a field goal, it's 14-10, Cardinals until the fourth period. Plum is anxious to put the Browns ahead, but always alert Jerry Norton is a demon on pass defense, and it's Cardinals ball. The Cleveland defense stiffens, so Jerry Perry makes a field goal appearance. His kick is true, and the Redbirds lead 17-10 early in the final period. The tough Cardinal defense has been doing a bang-up job on powerful Jim Brown, but Cleveland finally springs him loose for the first time in the game. The NFL ground-gaining king chews up 30 yards before Dale Minert and Jerry Norton can gang up on him on the Cardinal 46. It looks as if Cleveland has fuel on the fire as Milt Plum drops back for a long one. Leon Clark is there for a great catch, and Plum's 41-yard pass ties up the game 17-17. With time running out in the game, the Browns look for the tiebreaker. Tom Watkins gets away for 18 yards to the card 37, where he's met by Larry Wilson. With 40 seconds left, Lou the Toe Groza shows that a year's retirement hasn't had any effect on his foot. His 19-yard field goal is enough to give Cleveland a hard-earned 20-17 victory over the Fighting Cardinals. The Cripple Cardinal Roadshow continues as the Redbirds travel to Philadelphia, where the undefeated Eagles are ready for what they hope will be their 10th straight win over a 2-year span. Number 79, Jerry Perry, works on his long-distance kicking before the game, with anticipation it might take a long-range weapon to stop the champion Eagles. After an Eagle interception, our Falstaff camera covers Sonny Jurgensen throwing to the elusive Tommy McDonald in the first quarter. Jerry Norton finally wrestles McDonald to the ground on the Redbird 3. From there, Jurgensen flips a wobbly pass to Billy Barnes, who makes a diving catch in the end zone. The world champions take an early 7-0 lead on the game's first score. After a Cardinal fumble, Sonny Jurgensen again connects with the great Tommy McDonald. Willie West dives in with a good block to stop McDonald just short of the goal. A fake into the line combined with a pop pass to Dick Lucas, and the Eagles soar to a 14-0 lead over the Cardinals in the first quarter. The Eagle ground forces take charge in the second period as Clarence Peaks works the draw play for 17 yards. Willie West and Larry Wilson team up to keep this Eagle from getting away. When the Eagle drive is momentarily muffled, Bobby Walston boots through a 19-yard field goal. The Cardinals counter with a touchdown, but trail the champions 17-7. Cardinal quarterback Sam Echeverry, who's still receiving treatment for his sore right wing from trainer Jack Rockwell, unleashes his longest pass of the season. Sonny Randall is on the receiving end for the score, and it's 17-14 Eagles. Bobby Walston drives home another field goal before the half ends, and it's 20-14 going into the third period. Walston shows off some more fancy footwork as he scampers away with a Jurgensen pass for 68 yards, only to be stopped from behind by a great tackle by Larry Wilson. Jurgensen fakes to Peaks, then throws a swing pass to Billy Barnes, who cuts the corner for a touchdown. And it looks like Philadelphia has a comfortable lead, 27-14. Still in the third quarter, Sam Echeverry looks to strike the quick way. Sonny Randall makes a sensational grab of the fast-sinking pass on the Eagle 4. With Frank Mesnick re-injured earlier, rookie Taz Anderson drives over for the score. The conversion is missed, and it's 27-20 at the end of three quarters. The spirited Redbirds look to tie things up in the final quarter. Penniscott makes the most out of his starting role with regular John Crow still out. He blasts into the clear after Ken Gray and Jerry Perry open the door on a trap play. The Eagle fans are stunned as the wounded band of Redbirds bounces back 27-27. But the real shocker is yet to come. With 35 seconds to go in the game, Sam Echeverry spots his receiver Sonny Randall in the clear. It's Cardinals ball on the Eagle 21 with time ticking away. With no time to huddle, the Cards are in field goal formation with Jerry Perry kicking. His attempt is good, and the Cardinals, in a tremendous team effort, bounce back to hand the Eagles a stunning 30-27 defeat. The Cardinals drop their next two games in a row as the Giants and Eagles strike back against the upset-minded but battered Big Red. As we move into the Washington Redskin wigwam, there's a healthy note. John David Crow, number 44, returns from trainer Jack Rockwell's launching pad to give the Cardinals a big boost in the backfield. The Cards are in white uniforms as Ralph Guglielmi makes his first start at quarterback. He's off and winging with a beautiful touchdown peg to Taz Anderson that gives St. Louis a 7-0 lead at halftime. In the third period, Norm Snead finds out what it's like to be ambushed by the best crashing defense in the East as Ed Henke drops the rookie for a loss. Snead sends up a signal for an aerial attack, but linebacker Dale Minard intercepts for the Redbirds and returns the big skin to the Redskins side of the reservation. Guglielmi puts in a good fake, ducks out of trouble, then completes a toss to end Taz Anderson for 11 yards. The Redbird quarterback again drops back to pass, and this time it's Bobby Joe Conrad pulling it in. Ben Scotty makes the stop at the skin 18. On fourth down, the Redbirds are forced to cash in their chips, so Jerry Perry does the job with a 24-yard field goal as the Cards take a 10-0 lead into the final period. Guglielmi maintains his passing poise as he hits Sonny Randall for a first down. Getting good protection from Don Gillis, Ernie McMillan, and Prentice Gott, Guglielmi completes a 34-yard pass play to Bobby Joe Conrad, who stunts his way to the Washington 10-yard stripe. St. Louis holds some tricky cards, and Guglielmi knows when to pass. He throws to Prentice Gott for the score, and the conversion makes it 17-0. George Izzo tries to put the Skins on the scoreboard with time running out. Jim Cunningham pulls in the pigskin and goes for 17 yards before he's dropped by Billy Stacy and Ed Henke. The best pass defense is a hard-charging line, as George Izzo finds out when Jimmy Hill makes a big red interception. Hill highlights the day with a running toss of his own that sails into the stands for some lucky fan. The Cardinals scalp the Redskins 24-0 to move back on the winning track in the East. After the Cardinals lose a 21-10 decision at home against the Cleveland Browns, the Redbirds try to even their NFL record at 4-4 as they battle the Cowboys at Dallas, Texas. Larry Wilson on your left, number 8, and Jimmy Hill, number 41, have been two defensive halfback standouts right along and hope to drop a lot of Cowboys in the dust. Prentice Gott is set loose in Cowboy country in the first period as he picks up 34 yards before Dickie Magle can tie him up. The Cards, with John Crow out with a sprained ankle, rely on Gott to pick up the slack. His halfback pass to Taz Anderson is worth 19 yards. Ralph Guglielmi does the job this time. Taz Anderson pulls it in, and the Big Red is ready to break heads near the goal line. The welcome mat might not be out, but Frank Mesnick is in and over for the score. The Cards lead 7-0 after one quarter. Eddie LeBaron attempts to put the Cowboys aboard the gravy train, but his sideline pitch is pilfered by the alert Billy Stacy. And the Redbirds feast on the Cowboy error with a 31-yard touchdown return. It's 14-0 St. Louis. A big rush is put on LeBaron as Stacy continues to torment the Cowboys. He intercepts this aerial, dashes up the sideline past two Wranglers while Jerry Norton disposes of another, and it's another score. The Cowboys rustle up 3 points on a field goal, but it's 21-3 at intermission. Dallas moves in the third quarter on a 13-yard crossbuck by Don Perkins. Eddie LeBaron at his best under pressure fakes into the line and goes for a big strike with Frank Clark making a beautiful catch to score. The Cowboys still trail 21-10. LeBaron doesn't waste any time coming back for more. J.W. Lockett puts the clamps on this one with Jerry Norton applying the stopper. In the fourth quarter, Steady Eddie is given plenty of time to throw, and he takes advantage of his chance. Frank Clark is in for the score, and the Cowboys narrow the gap to 21-17. This time, defensive end Ed Henke blasts through, forcing LeBaron to hurry his pass. Joe Robb makes a key interception, and the Cardinals have the ball on the Cowboy 10. The Cowboys are stunned as Guglielmi teams with Taz Anderson to complete this turn of events. It's now 28-17 Redbirds. Late in the game, Guglielmi crosses up Dallas with a sneaky maneuver up the middle for 9 yards to the Dallas 30. The Cowboys put the pressure on Guglielmi, but Mel Hammock, number 31, hangs one on rookie Bob Lilly, allowing Ralph to break loose for 7 yards. On 4th and 5, Jerry Perry throws the blanket over the Cowboys with a 22-yard field goal. The Cards deal Dallas a 31-17 defeat and go into a tie for 4th place. Now let's take time out for Falstaff's Old Pro.
When running downfield, Elwood, learn to be buoyant, light on your feet. Now, spread those wings. And when I rev, you run. Ready? Charge! How's this for lighthearted living, lad? Great herds of birds. He took off. Hey, Batman! When you get downtown, pick up some light-hearted Falstaff.
There's light-hearted living in light-hearted Falstaff. Brewed for fresh, light-hearted taste with the heart of finest barley. Heart of purest water, too. And the heart of the hops for a light-hearted brew. There's light-hearted living in light-hearted Falstaff. America's premium quality beer.
Go, go, go light-hearted with Falstaff. That's our beer.
After losses to the Lions and Colts, the Cardinals fly into Forbes Field, Pittsburgh, to take on the always tough Steelers. Jerry Norton, number 25, is one defensive man opposing quarterbacks try to stay away from. Bobby Lane throws a quick pass in the first quarter. The ball bounces off Billy Stacy's back and into the arms of Jerry Norton. The crafty defensive ace puts the Cards on top 6-0 in the opening minutes. After a Steeler fumble, Sam Etcheverry lets go with a scoring pass to Sonny Randall in the end zone, and the Cards cash in 13 chips at the end of one period. Lou Michaels kicks a field goal for Pittsburgh, and now Bobby Lane looks for bigger and better things with this 32-yard pass play to Preston Carpenter, who is stopped by Joe Driscoll on the Big Red 27. Lou Michaels is forced into field goal duty when the Steeler advance is stymied. His 36-yarder finds the mark, and it's a 13-6 game still in the second period. After a Cardinal pass is intercepted, Bobby Lane teams up with Bob Schnelker for 29 yards. First down on the Redbird 11. Lane gets more than enough pass protection on this play as he waits to hit with the scoring punch. Bob Schnelker patiently pulls in the pass, and the first half ends with the Cards and Steelers deadlocked at 13-13. As we enter the third period, Jerry Norton punts for the Cards. Johnny Sample fields the pigskin and starts his return to the left side. He breaks away from Ken Hall, number 20, zips by Ken Gray, and scores when Prentice Gaunt, Tom Redmond, and Roland McDowell run into one another. Sample makes his 55-yard spree pay off in a 20-13 lead for Pittsburgh. Card quarterback Ralph Guglielmi pitches out to Frank Mesnick, who fumbles deep in his own territory. Joe Krupa comes up with the ball on the Cardinal 1. John Henry Johnson propels his 215 pounds over the Cardinal wall for the score. Pittsburgh leaps ahead 27-13 at the end of 3 periods. In the final period, Guglielmi has the Cardinals threatening. John David Crow takes a pass over his head and crashes into the end zone for a touchdown. The Cardinals now trail by only 7 points, 27-20. When Dick Hoke tries his luck at the halfback pass play, alert Card Ted Bates forces his hand. Jerry Norton intercepts, and the veteran defensive wizard races all the way back to the Steelers stockpile. It's a new game. 27-27. With only 13 seconds left on the clock, Lou Michaels caps a Steeler drive with his third field goal. Pittsburgh edges ahead, 30-27. When Ralph Guglielmi makes a final bid to pull it out for the Cards, we see one of the most unusual plays ever executed. It starts with Ralph losing the ball. Tackle Charlie Granger recovers and shuffles it off to Frank Mesnick, number 36. Frank wheels and deals for a few yards before lateraling to Ken Gray. After John Crow advances the ball, he fumbles it back to Gray. Guglielmi, the originator of this classic, finally winds up with the ball after sharing it with 6 other teammates. But the Steelers have the ball game as time runs out. Pittsburgh in a grand finale outlasts the Cardinals 30-27. With that wild affair at Pittsburgh now history, the Cardinals fly out to their home sanctuary in St. Louis for their second battle with the Redskins. Billy Stacy makes defense his business and is always tough on Washington. The Redskins, wearing their visiting white uniforms, are on the warpath early. Bill Anderson takes Norm Snead's pass for a big gain. Again, Snead fades back to pass. Our Falstaff ground camera follows the ball into the arms of John Avini. Snead's touchdown toss moves Washington into a 7-0 lead. Card quarterback Ralph Guglielmi eludes a Redskin rush before flipping a short pass to John David Crow, who's back in the lineup for full-time duty. Now in Washington territory, Guglielmi looks to pass, but the airways are tied up, so Ralph handles this job all by himself. It's goal to go, Cardinals. Prentice Scott meets head-on with Joe Rutkins and the goalpost, but it's a Cardinal touchdown. The score is tied 7-7 after 1 quarter. Redskin pilot Norm Snead fades deep and fires a long one to Bill Anderson in the second quarter. Joe Driscoll wraps him up after the catch. It's a pitch and run play as fullback Jim Cunningham slashes over the goal line. The Redskins had a field goal to lead 17-7 at the half. After the Cards counter with a field goal, our ground camera focuses on Jim Cunningham as he tries for more yardage in the third quarter. Leading 17-10, the big 6'4" Snead looks for John Avini on a pass play. Jerry Norton makes Avini's life miserable while Willie West recovers the loose ball. We're at ground level with John David Crow as he passes to Taz Anderson for a first down, and the Redbirds are on the wing. Let's take a longer look at the Cardinal attack as we let the Falstaff slow-motion camera roll. Crow gets plenty of time to throw, and he delights the home folks with his accurate toss to Bobby Joe Conrad, who digs in for the game-tying touchdown. It's a 17-17 ball game. The Cards go ahead with another score and look for more, with Sam Echeverry passing to Bobby Joe Conrad in the final quarter. The 43-yard play pads the Cardinal nest, 31-17. There's no letting up as the Big Red looks for more in its next chance. Prentice Scott explodes all over the field before he's finally nailed at the Redskin 9. Fumble, but Pat Fisher recovers. Gott goes over from the 1 to give the Redbirds their highest point total of the season. Trailing 38-17 with time running out, the Redskins refuse to give up. Snead drops back and finally uncorks a pass from his own 40. Tom Osborne races under it and over the goal line for a 60-yard touchdown play. It's not enough as the Cards take a 38-24 decision to notch their 5th victory of the season. Operating under a full head of steam and an eye on 4th place in the East, the red-shirted Cards are home for their second encounter with the Dallas Cowboys. Dick Bielski boots an early field goal to put the Cowmen ahead as Eddie LeBaron looks for more. His pass is a hot potato that's almost intercepted, but Jim Dorn makes the save for a 25-yard gain. The Cards hold, so Bielski boots a 29-yarder on fourth down to give Dallas a 6-0 advantage. On the last play of the quarter, Don Perkins sends up a cloud of dust on the Cowboy quick opener. He kicks up his heels for 22 yards as the first quarter ends. The Cowboys ride deep into Birdland as our ground camera picks up Don Perkins staking claim to a touchdown early in the second period. Dallas drives ahead 13-0. Late in the first half, Sam Etcheverry teams up with John David Crow for the Cardinals' first threat of the game. Crow flies for 24 yards. With 45 seconds remaining until the half, Etcheverry pops a pass over the middle to Crow, who goes in for the touchdown. The Cards are back in business, 13-7. We're in the Cardinal defensive backfield with Jimmy Hill as the Cowboys try to ride wide in the second half. Amos Marsh doesn't get friendly greetings from either Hill or Joe Robb. Let's take a more candid look at this Cardinal defensive unit in action. The slow-motion camera rolls as Eddie LeBaron loses the ball, and alert linebacker Bill Coleman recovers for St. Louis. Sam the Rifle Etcheverry takes it from there. He's right on target to Sonny Randall, who spreads his wings to the Cowboy 10, where Mike Dowdle ends the 36-yard flight. When Dallas halts the Big Red Surge, Jerry Perry's 16-yard placement picks up 3 points to move St. Louis closer at 13-10. Later in the third period, Sam Etcheverry has an ace up his sleeve that he shares with Taz Anderson and the other Cards. When this 78-yard play is completed, Etcheverry is still the dealer, but now from the Cowboy 4. Our slow-motion camera rolls to give us a chance to see how a healthy Redbird, John David Crow, operates when he's at his best. He places the Cardinals on top of the perch 17-13 after 3 periods. The fourth quarter finds Etcheverry still ruling the skies. His aerial to Crow is good for 29 yards. With McDowell, Gray, Perry, McGee, and Cook doing a great job up front, Etcheverry is given plenty of time to connect with Sonny Randall for a touchdown. The Cardinals take command 24-13. Cowboy quarterback Eddie LeBaron fades back to pass, but it never comes off as Bill Coleman racks him up, and Frank Fuller recovers for St. Louis. From the Dallas 29, Etcheverry pitches out to Prentice Gaunt. It looks like Gaunt might run, but he passes instead, and the always ready Sonny Randall makes a leaping catch for the clincher. The Cardinals come from behind to overpower the stubborn Cowboys 31-13 for their 6th win of the campaign. The Cardinals with a chance to even their season's record at 7-7 and wrap up 4th place in the East. Clash with the Steelers at St. Louis for their grand finale of the 1961 campaign. One of the fastest ends in the NFL, Sonny Randall, is a Cardinal the Steelers must round in order to win. In the first period, Steeler Bobby Lane looks to pass as our ground camera cuts into the action. You see Larry Wilson intercept for the Cards and return to midfield. Cardinal quarterback Sam Etcheverry has a passing idea, but the rifle is under heavy pressure, so he explodes around the left side for 44 yards. A beautiful block at the 20 by Jerry Perry enables Etcheverry to make it to the 2. The rifle rings up 6 points on the scoreboard with a spot pass over the middle to Sonny Randall. Perry's conversion gives the Cards a 7-0 lead that they maintain until intermission. Late in the third quarter, there's a disaster in the Steeler backfield. Joe Robb comes out of the pileup with the ball, but doesn't go any place with it. He laterals to Billy Stacy, who does. Stacy flies the coop for a 25-yard touchdown, and the Redbirds take a 13-0 lead into the final stanza. Bobby Lane is having his troubles against the rushing Cardinals. Number 8, Larry Wilson, and 62, Dale Minert force Bobby to bobble. And it's St. Louis and the Steeler 26. Echeverry fakes a handoff to Frank Mesnick, but follows up with a pass to the Card fullback. It's a 15-yard play that puts the ball deep in Steeler territory. From the Steeler 15, Echeverry is provided with plenty of time to fire a strike on target to John David Crow. Big John closes out the Cardinals scoring for the year, and St. Louis rolls up an impressive 20-0 victory over Pittsburgh to capture fourth-place honors in the Eastern Conference. For the Cardinals, it was an important win, for they showed in this game what most experts thought right from the start. This was a Cardinal team with fighting spirit that had the manpower to get the job done. The Redbirds had an amazing year in 1961, considering the crippling injuries that hampered them throughout the season. 1962 should be a bright Redbird year that'll see the Cardinals as a solid contender in the Eastern Conference of the powerful NFL. Write or call the St. Louis Football Cardinals for season tickets and information. 5100 Oakland Avenue, St. Louis 10, or Jefferson 1-6400. The tickets for the 7 big home games are on a first-come basis. So ensure yourself of a good seat and no last-minute ticket problems. And you have the option to retain your seat year after year. Now, this is your Falstaff sportscaster, Jack Drees, wrapping up the 1961 St. Louis Football Cardinal highlight film. Reminding you that the Falstaff Brewing Corporation, brewers of America's premium quality beer, will again bring you the Cardinal football games on radio and television next fall. Tune in with lighthearted Falstaff beer and enjoy every play of the Cards throughout the 1962 season. This has been another special Falstaff presentation.